Hey, what's going on, guys? I am back for another Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profile. Now, this one is interesting because I saw somebody play it recently, or a few weeks ago, and it was really, really cool. So I thought I'd make a deck as efficient as possible. The problem with this deck, of course, is that it's kind of uh, brick worthy, and you can kind of brick easily because there's so much stuff and crap that you don't need that you could potentially draw. Nevertheless, it's a great deck. It's a lot of fun, and that's the main thing. It's just a fun deck. You guys can try it out and have fun with it if you'd like. So we got 3 Ojama Blues. This is the key to this deck. So you need to either have normal summon it and force destroy it by battle somehow or another. So that's what the Kaijus are for. You generally want to start first with this deck so that you can hopefully get a Kaiju on the field one way or another with Interrupted Kaiju Slumber or just having a Kaiju in your hand. Anyways, so next up we have the Rescue Cat. You need 3 of those. Good for searching for Ojama Blue. Get him on the field. And you need 2 each of Ojama Green, Yellow, and Black, because otherwise you may brick and are unable to use Oja Magic, which adds 1 each of them to your hand. So that's important. This card right here is important for this card, Ojama Simulation. I have no idea how to pronounce that. But anyways, this card right here, you get to banish Ojama monsters from your hand, field, or graveyard, and special summon 3 of these guys, Assault Core, Buster Drake, and Crush Wyvern. So you basically reveal a card in your Esther deck, banish Ojama monsters, up to 3 Ojama monsters, and then special summon them from your deck. So you can pull them pretty much from anywhere. Now you do this twice. So what you want to do is attack with Ojama Blue, add 2 cards to your hand. Generally, if you don't have Ojama Magic or this card here, Oja Match, then you want to add both of those to your hand on the first add. So that, because Ojama Match right here is a quick play spell card, which means you can use it during the battle phase. So what you want to do is use it after your first Ojama Blue is destroyed by battle. Discard Oja Magic and add an Ojama Blue and one of the armed dragons to your hand. Now, then Oja Magic will, of course, add the other Ojama cards to your hand, which gives more room for another one of these guys. So, yeah, it's a really complicated and cool deck when it works. Now, of course, you can get a lot of hand traps from your opponent, and of course, your deck would just be useless. But like I said, it's just a fun deck. You can possibly add some Called by the Graves to defend yourself a little bit, kind of mix things up a little. But other than that, it's a really fun deck. I will explain the rest to you here in just a moment. So I have a Radiant Kaiju that is dark, specifically for Dark Armed Dragon, because I cannot figure out how to get more dark monsters in this deck at the moment. So this is my best option right now. I can get these guys in the graveyard by discarding them using effects from the extra deck monsters here. I also have 2 Beat Cops which are also dark, so you can get those in the graveyard and possibly get the Dark Armed Dragon out that way as well. But you have to have a Kaiju in the graveyard. So essentially what I'm trying to say is that Dark Armed Dragon is kind of, if your deck works, then you basically have the game. This guy right here, A to Z Dragon, this is the main goal of the deck. So when you summon him, you basically get to negate anything as many times during a chain as possible, as many turns as you want, as long as you have cards in your hand, you know. So it's a beautiful card. It's so much fun to play, especially when it works. So yeah, anyways, the other great thing about these cards right here, Ojama Match and this guy, is that you can use both of them as many times as you want per turn. So that's a great thing. Ojama Party, Ojama Pajama, I guess in the TCG version, is a good card to have during your opponent's turn, because once you summon your guy from the extra deck, you can prevent destruction easily with this card. So it's essentially an invincible card unless your opponent has a Kaiju or some kind of crap like that. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys on this. I hope you guys enjoy the matches that are coming up. I do have some matches, some strategies and stuff that I'll show you guys here in a moment. There are different variations. Also, I made an ABC version of this deck. It's this exact same thing, except it's got 3 Assault Cores, Buster Drakes, and Crush Wyverns in it, and also Union Hangers. So it's the same thing, except you're basically spamming ABC Dragon and trying to get 3 on the field first turn. So yeah, anyways, yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Hope you guys enjoy the matches, and I will see you in my next video.